thank you for coming back for part 2. And look at all this. I've been rummaging around in my stash and I didn't even know I had some of this. I mean, look at this. How perfect is this for a fire? And so is Sally. She's under here somewhere. Here she is. And I found this eyelash trim and this one and some ribbons. And I'm sure that we're going to be able to make some sort of fire scene with all this. So, right, I don't know where to start, but I'm thinking this. And I've decided that I'm going to do it all on this and then put my sort of, you know, around afterwards. So I'm a bit dubious about stitching straight down onto here. So I am thinking about doing it separately and then putting it all on. So I don't know. It's going to be like a collage of some. Oh, this eyelash trim's going to get everywhere. We're just going to move that out the way and concentrate on these bits and then add the eyelash trim. Okay, so I am sure that you will find something in your stash that you can use. Just have a little rummage through. This is like some sort of muslin, and I think it'd be perfect just on its own. I mean, look, it's doing fire stuff. And when I saw it, it was all creased up. I went, yes, that is it. That's what I want. Now, I'm faffing. I'm just going to cut, a piece. And we are going to, look at that. We're going to just play with it a bit and try and, I don't know what I'm doing, guys. We're just going to play. The best bit. I think I may have too much. So I want like my roaring fire to be going up there. And yeah, I'm chopping the bottom off because we don't need right at the bottom. Okay, so that's my base. And I've got all this, some more sort of silky scarf stuff. And I just grabbed some out. I've got like a whole piece, but I didn't think I needed all of it. Sorry, do I sound really excited? I'm very sorry. I'm just like, I thought this idea and then I'm just thinking we can just do this and I can't cut it. I need to start it off. I've got my big scissors. I don't know why. Right. So just play with your fabrics like this. These are a bit more solid. I'm not sure how these are going to work. Maybe sort of underneath flames. No, I don't know if I like these. What happens if you cut them? Like cut them horrible edges off. I don't know where these came from. Oh, no. Does that work if I do sort of flamey? No, I don't like those. Let's try this. This is like a voile ribbon and this one. So let's take off, put the big scissors away, Carol. Cut it in half to start with and see if we can rip this edge off. Yes. I mean, it might look quite cool like that. Oh, yeah, we'll use the edges. Oh, I could use my trims, couldn't I? Oh, yes. I'm just going to put loads of it on and then we're just going to stitch it all down. You go on there. Oh, okay, go over there then. And maybe I'll cut this one in half. Rip this one in half. I don't know if it'll screw up. I need some more movement in it. There we go. Nope. I'm going to cheat and make like a flame top. So I would say just get what you like out and play around with it. There's no sort of template for this. This is just a do it your own way one. I mean, you may want to do a completely solid one or something, you know, something a bit less mental like mine. I'm cutting these in half again. They're too big. Too big. What do you think, Sally? Do you want to come and sit by the little cosy fire? I think it'd be good. Not too close. It's going to be fun, isn't it, Sally? I can't. This one doesn't want to rip. But hey, we've got something really funky going on there. So layer it all up. Let's have some long ones and some short ones. And use some of this colour. And I'm just going to do the same. So hopefully this one rips as well. Oh, maybe not. You never know, do you? We're just trying things. Oh, it does. Pop it on. Maybe we cut there and pull. This is very bad for arthritic fingers. Cut it a bit more. Can't get a hold of it. Got it. And we can manipulate this as we put it down. So that is basically what I'm going to do. Should we have a bit of red? I'm going to do a little bit of red, and then we're going to put on some eyelash trim, is the word I was looking for. In fact, with the red eyelash trim, I may not need that. Let's put some of this on. I don't know where the end is. That an end? That's not an end. Do you know what? I'm not going to worry. I'm just going to cut a piece off. I don't use it that much that I'm going to worry about getting big bits off. It's not like I'm knitting with it, is it? So something like this. And then we're just going to try and stitch it all down. That's going to be the end. I've just piled everything on to give you the idea of what I'm planning to do. So at some point I've got to start stitching. I've got a little bit of thread. And we're just going to stitch, and I think there's too much on there. I only want like maybe one strand of embroidery thread on there. Oh, this is just too much. It's too much fun. Too much fun. I mean, I've got out stuff that I might not use, but oh, I can't see. My eyes are getting so bad. So the rule is, no rules, just lay everything down and just start stitching and see what happens. That's my plan for today. And I'm going to do a tiny stitch at the top, and I'm going to go underneath and just come up again and just sort of catch pieces. Who knows? Who knows if it's going to work or not? I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't do so many at the same time. Maybe that would work. Maybe I should take some off and put it here and then just add it afterwards. Come on, whatever's not on, we'll take off. Okay. Let's start with what we've got here. Let's do 1/2. Okay. It's going to be a bit like how I did the leaf, the big leaf thing, which I'm going to show you all finished soon as well, because I have sort of finished it. Well, I've finished it as much as I'm going to finish it. Let's put it that way. Right, and I think what I'll do is I will do one at a time, because that was just crazy. There was too much there. I'm just going to wrinkle it up as I go. I've just decided. Little stitch underneath and a big stitch. No, little stitch on the top and a big stitch underneath. So as you can see, it looks like a bit like a flame, hopefully. This needs to be more frayed at the top. It's I don't like that edge. Right, so before I carry on, let's just see if we can fray this edge a bit more. Oh, it's looking cool. It's like a muslin. And I haven't dyed this. This is something I've bought somewhere or picked up in a pile of scraps. So somebody has done it and saved me a lot of work. Oh, look at that. Right. So we'll just go to the top of this one. Oh, look, there's a fold. That's cool. I love it. I think it's going to be so fun. The tree was fun, but it was very organised. This is more my sort of stitch it and see what happens, which I love doing. Oh, sorry, you got me head. So I'm going to fold this up a bit. And I want to do really little stitches because I don't really want my red stitches to show through this, but they are. Okay. Okay, we're playing that game, are we? It's because I'm looking at what I'm doing and not concentrating on where my thread's going. Okay, right, let's try again. So the sort of what do you call it? The leaf, the leaf abstract thing that I made was sort of a practice for this. Same sort of principle, just grab pieces and stitch them down. And it's like one of my favourite things to do. Oh, no, I don't want a big lump there. What's happening? What is happening? How has that happened? I don't know what's happened. Let's try again. Oh. Now this could take a whole video all by itself. I think we're going to have to get a move on. I may have to like record bits of this and just show you some highlights. Otherwise, we're never going to get the whole thing done. No, especially if my needle keeps on threading. Right, let's attach a bit. I just want to give you an idea of what I'm doing. Oh, this video is going to be like hours and hours long. So I'm just catching all these pieces and then I'll just add on top. And the threads, I'll change colour. I'll get some orange and then it won't matter. We can see the threads or see all our stitching. Right, so I've got a bit of a... Let's put some of this on. Might not have a lot of this, but... And we'll just couch this up down. I just want to see what it looks like. And this isn't going to add any sort of bulk. Oh, look at this. What do you think? What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Have I lost it? Have I lost it? I'm going to put some of this on now. Oh, come on. Come on. There we go. It is a bit fiddly, but I think the end result will be worth it. We're going to go up here like this. I mean, you can make your stitches big. You can show them. You can not show them. You can colour match or not. I just think it's going to be super fun. And I might sit and do this while I'm watching me TV later, because I think this is just going to take a very long time. So I'm going to finish this bit of thread and then I'll be back. Oh, look at that, it's gone underneath there. Ooh. And show you some clips as I'm doing it. Probably clips of me on the sofa. On the sofa doing me stitching. Cozied up in my blanket. So I've got some more bits to put on and I'll be back and show you the progress. Okay? Hi everyone. I just thought I would show you what I'm getting up to today. I am recovering from my Christmas party last night. It was a great night, but you know what happens with a great night? The next morning. And I'm absolutely fine now. Been out for a walk, got some fresh air. But I'm just being a bit cosy today. And I want to show you, here I am, look, on my sofa with my cat blanket on. And I wanted to show you what I'm doing. So I've got this that I'm working on, which is the fire. And I don't know if you can tell, I've got this glittery gold thread that I'm putting on top. And I thought I'd do a little bit with you. So I don't know how I'm going to work the camera. I don't think this is going to be a very good angle to show you. But I thought I was going to do some stitching with you. But I don't think I'm going to be able to, because I don't think you're going to be able to see. But all I'm doing are some fly stitches. And I just thought they looked a bit like, they would look like flames in the fire. I'm getting a bit carried away with this now. I've got to stop. But it's quite nice just to sit here and do a bit of stitching. I am absolutely fine. I didn't have a hangover or anything. I'm just very, very tired because there was a lot of dancing. There was a very lot of dancing going on. Pretty much all night. And I had boots on and my feet are a little bit achy. And but it was so fun. My work guys are just amazing. We have such a great time when we go out. And yeah, last night was no exception. It's just great, isn't it? I love the works Christmas parties. They're always like a chance to let your hair down. So, really enjoyed it. And today is a catch-up on videos and stitching. And I may even watch a film, because I don't think I'm going to be moving much off this sofa today. I know, very lazy, but, you know. So we've finished this bit. Our fire is pretty much as I want it. I may add, I don't know. And I've got to think about my surround. And I've found one of my squares, which we finished doing now. And I thought maybe we could use this as the sort of side. I don't know how thick to do it. Maybe there. And I'm just going to cut a couple of lengths of this for the sides, and then maybe one for the top. I'm not sure if I want one over the top or whether I want to put that on yet. So I'm just going to work it out with you guys and we'll see. Just be a minute. Get this. So let's see what it looks like. Now I want to be down here because this bit is going to be turned under, and because it's going to have the backing on it, so I don't want to go right down to the bottom. So I'm trying. I shouldn't have put my star so close to the top either, so we may have to juggle that. I may have to take that off and do it again. Now I think I can just about move those. Come on. Or have I stitched them down? I've probably stitched them down. There we go. And overlap a little bit like that. And I think it'll make a really cool fireplace. Oh, this bit. There we go. And on this side, just tuck it over. I was tucking it under. I don't want to tuck it under. I want to tuck it over. Obviously, still a bit tired. Now, do we want another one at the top? And then this. I think that would make more sense. I'm not sure. Or can I just get away with putting that on like that? I quite like that. Just like that. That's what I'm going to do. I can do some slow stitching on that bit. Right, so I'm going to stitch this down. Just straight stitch. That was so much fun doing this fire. I love it. Sally wants to get a little chair now and sit by the fire because she says it looks very cosy. I know, I think we ought to make a chair for you. Should we make a chair? Yeah? Okay, well, I'm going to go and prep all that because I need to stop talking so much today. But I just wanted to get you up to date with where I am so far. Okay, so I tried doing this without you and it's gone wonky. Hey ho. So we're just going to do the other side of this one. I've stitched this one and I've gone down one side of this and I'm just going to go up this side now. And basically just doing a running stitch. But it's been quite tricky, so I thought I'd just do some first and then come back and just show you how it's all gone on. So I first of all stitched the black piece down, my backing, as you can see, just around, and I'm just stitching these on without hopefully stitching them to the rest. There's always that danger. And I think they look maybe, you know, a bit like those old stone fireplaces that they have in really old houses. I'm staying in a little bit because the edge of this does fray. And I could have done blanket stitch around the edge, but I thought it might look fun. I might have a go, actually, and see what it looks like. I'd have to use maybe a contrasting colour, but just on the outside, maybe. I don't know. What do you think? We can come back and revisit. I just want to get this down. Let me know what you think in the comments. Do we need to put like some blanket stitch on the edges? Maybe. Okay, so another thing I need your opinion on, guys, is more flames. So I've cut out some pieces of the ribbon, like this voile sort of ribbon, and I've cut them into like flame shapes, and I'm just wondering whether we need more. more flames. I just think it looks a bit pink now. Now I'll put it all on. But I thought I could do this, and let me know. What do you think? What do you think if I stitch them on as well? Okay, so that's a little in the comments piece, if you wouldn't mind. And I'll put them away in case we do need them. So this I'm going to stitch on, and I'm just going to then make sure that all my flames are safely in the fire, not going up over the top. But, you know, doesn't matter. So I'm going to centralise this, stitch this down for now. But what I want to do is make Sally a chair, because she wants to sit by the fire. And she doesn't want just any old chair. She wants a Father Christmas chair. So we've got a big tall chair that is way bigger than she is. And I thought maybe we could have sort of ribbon up the side. I just think that would look super cool. Maybe we'll have one like that. I could round the tops, but then if I cut them, we may end up with perhaps... Oh, that looks better that way, doesn't it? You know, so like a Father Christmas chair, like a throne, if you will. Okay, so we're going to stitch those down, and we'll just do a bit because it's getting dark. Right, so I'm a bit worried about cutting this. It's going to have to be cut. Right, let's just do the one. And I'm going to stitch straight through. And attach the red fabric down at the same time. So I'm just going to cover it all up like that. And in fact, I might put a couple of pins in because I went wobbly last time, didn't I? And it won't hurt. Just pop a couple of pins in to keep it sort of straight. Otherwise, she'll be sitting in a wonky chair. And we wouldn't want that for Sally. You don't want to sit in a wonky chair, thank you. Everything else around her is wonky. Why should she have a wonky chair? Okay, now we'll stitch. And I'll stitch straight up on one side. Nothing complicated with this. We're doing just mainly straight stitches because... Let's move those because that's going to be an accident waiting to happen. Okay, so I've put my light on because I can't see. And I'll just do a little bit. Then I can finish it off later. I just wanted to keep you up to date with how it's coming along. Only we're going to run out of time if I don't get a move on. Hey? Get a move on, Carol. So just little straight stitches, and I've chosen a colour that sort of matches so that we can see the stitches, but they're not going to jump out at us, which I think is pretty cool. There we go. Take that pin out. Hopefully keep it straight. Yeah, I mean, if you're going to make a chair, make a Father Christmas chair. Why not? They're very big, aren't they? Because Father Christmas sits in his chair, or Santa, whatever you call him. Old Saint Nick is another one. He's got so many names. Excuse me. My voice is still a bit croaky from all the singing. It's different countries, different names. But the chair is always big, isn't it? So and I may put something on the top yet. I'll try and go down the other side. Might be a bit tricky. I've got some thread left, I might as well. And I'm going to do exactly the same on the other side. A bit of a running stitch on a roll there. Very easy. Anybody can do this. It's just running stitch and a bit of imagination. And obviously practice at keeping your needle threaded. I get lots of practice at putting my cotton back on. Threading is easy when you've got a needle threader. We might have enough to go all the way back down again. So I won't keep you by doing the holes to the other side as well. I'll quickly do that one and I'll be back to do the next bit. So my chair is coming along, but I feel like it needs something else. And look what I found. And I've cut this one ready. This is going to be a little furry seat for Sally to sit on. And I thought maybe I'd do a little bit more and maybe put it at the top. It's actually in like a cone shape. I'm not sure if that would work. Let's just cut that off. I mean, it could do that. That would be really cool. What do you think? I know it's not exactly how it should be, you know, but hey, it's our bit. We can do what we like. So I think I'm going to stitch that down as it is. Just cut off that random bit. And don't sit in the fire, Sally. Just sit here somewhere. And I just think this will just finish off the little chair for Sally to sit at. You know, she's got to have somewhere to sit. Next to the fire. And I've been thinking about next week. And I really, really, really want to do the snowmen. I want to do a whole family of snowmen. I had so much fun making the snowman in the little piece that we did, well, that I did, a couple of weeks ago before we started this. And I just think it would be super fun if we did like a whole family. I don't know about you, but I just love snowmen. They're so cute. So I might have a think about how we're going to fit them on, because the final week is going to have to be sort of putting it all together. And I'm trying to make these quite long videos so we can get quite a lot done. These are really big stitches, but I'm sure they'll hold. And we've got to come back and do a bit finishing off on... I can't do it that way. You just have to go up and down. Yeah, I need to come back and do some finishing off on the fire and the fireplace top. So we'll finish that at the beginning of next week, or the end of next week, whichever. And I'll have a little think about what we can do. I think we've got 5 weeks. So we've got another 3 weeks. We can play. Have I been round? I think I've been round. So how are you doing on your gingerbread houses? And I want to finish the chair. And I just think this is just so funky. And I'm really chuffed with how it's turning out. Let me take that out before I forget it's in there and poke myself. I'm glad I decided to do this instead of a book. Books are really cool, but we can do a book next time. We'll do another book, maybe in the summer. If you want more, Sally. Or we can do something different. I don't know yet. I've got a few ideas what we can do. Oh, I need to turn round. I need to turn it. Yeah, we're just stabbing now up and down because it's too tricky to turn it round. So I'll try and make the video a bit shorter, cutting out all the times I had to rethread the needle. Because, you know, that's a thing. And we all do it, I'm sure. I only want to use one bit of cotton. This is just sewing machine cotton. This isn't embroidery thread. So, come and sit in your little chair, Sally. She's very happy in her little Santa chair. I'm loving it so far, guys. I hope that you're enjoying it and that you're, you know, getting some inspiration for your own. And don't forget, you can post your photos on the Facebook group. If you don't want to do that, then send me an email with your photos and I'll pop them up on the community post. If you want to share, that's the way to do it. Okay? Oh, I'll sound like that. That's the way to do it. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you again next week. Bye.